You guys told me exactly which survivors you first mained, so which ones are the most popular? Let's start with 5th place, which is a surprising choice. Mind's Eye. She is one of the few, or maybe the only survivor that has a drastic change in the visuals. When playing IDV, her blindness makes the whole screen dark, and objects appear as silhouettes when she's still. It used to be much worse in the past, and that's why I was so shocked by the results. I know that many of you who answered the survey are veteran players that have been playing the game for a very long time, and have probably seen her severe blindness that she had in the past. Why did she get so many votes? I guess it's because she's the fastest decoder in the game, at least on paper. And new players love big numbers. They think faster decoding means more wins. That's not a bad way of thinking per se, but not completely accurate. Maybe her ability to see through walls also helps. It's easier to know where to kite when you know exactly where the hunter is, right? In 4th place, we have another decoder, and this time it's Mechanic. I think that the reasons for this choice are more obvious, but let's see if you guess why. First, she is a decoder, and like we said with Mind's Eye, players love faster decoding a lot. Second, and most importantly, she is very cute, or as the cool kids say, kawaii. She is also one of the only survivors you can play when you first start the game, and if you compare her to Thief, Lucky Guy, and Lawyer, well, you can see that kawaii matters more than you might think. As I mentioned before, many of you who answered the survey have been playing IDV for a very long time, and Mechanic used to be the strongest decoder by far, so newer players might have picked her up because of the hype around her, but now she's not so strong as she used to be. So far we've had 2 female characters, but Prisoner broke the trend and got 3rd place. If you know anything about the Identity V community and you've met more than 3 people in said community, you will instantly know why he's on this list. Yes, everyone shrimps for him. And that includes your grandma and your uncle and your aunt and your sister and your daughter. Do I get what's so shrimp worthy about it? No, not at all. But you do, and that's why 7% of you who answered this survey picked him up as your first main. Phoenix, there must be other reasons for why he was picked, right? Well, I think it's because he's always been a great decoder. Not just because of his decoding speed, but also because of his utility. He has decent decoding, the ability to decode multiple cipher machines without the hassle of Mechanic's doll that can be a little bit of a pain to learn for a newer player. He also has that shock ability that recharges, that can save your butt in a chase. I think that covers it. We're almost there, and in 2nd place we have Gardener. To be honest, I thought she would be in 1st place, and she is here for a very similar reason to Mechanic in my opinion, her kawaii-ness. Yes, I really do think that a big reason why you made these characters is because of that. Why is she so much higher than Mechanic though? That is a good question. I think it's because of these things. First of all, her ease of use. Compared to Mechanic, Gardener seems to be easy to play. You have a shield at the start of the match that makes you feel safer, you can summon more shields during the match, and you have no vaulting debuff. Newer players also think that breaking rocket chairs is the most OP thing ever. Even though it's not really OP at all and probably one of the weaker abilities in the game, I can understand where they're coming from. And in 1st place, with a stunning 13% of players choosing her as their first main, we have Doctor. And I have to admit, this one caught me a little bit off guard at first. But after reading your comments that you guys left underneath the survey, I understand why so many of you picked her as your mains. She can heal. That's it, really. She can erase any mistakes you make while kiting, and we all know that hunters in worker B tier are more likely to get lost than to actually catch up to you, giving you plenty of chances to heal up and take more hits. Newer players also love to heal each other instead of decoding. That is not really what you should be doing most of the time, but we get the point. So why not make that interaction faster? Exactly. She is a great comfort pick and can actually take you pretty far if you start to master her skills. Doctor and Gardener are the only survivors on this list that are not decoders. Kind of crazy if you think about it. Knowing just how fast each decoder decodes is very handy and useful to know. So watch this video here to see which IDV decoders are the slowest.